Good morning. It's Tuesday the 30th of October and Steve and I are sat here on the top of a huge cliff looking probably 20-30 miles ahead of us. What can you see, Steve, with your binoculars?
Just past Padstow.
Right. So how far would you calculate that to be, roughly?
Walking?
Yes.
Oh crikey. It's probably a good 30 odd miles then.
30 miles?
30-40 miles perhaps, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's we've set off this morning from Steve's house actually at Crackington Haven, and we're just walking to Boscastle today, which is only about 6 miles. Yesterday and the day before took us both rather by surprise. We both seem to be going through more or less the same feelings of leg stiffness and in the thighs and one or two problems like that. And I was beginning to think that I was like suddenly seriously unfit, but the walks themselves were the hills. Bearing in mind that we did two 15-mile days, one after the other, and this really is rugged. It's as rugged as anything that I can remember on the Pembrokeshire coast, if not more, to be honest. And having walked out of Devon, we've reached this point, so by the time we've finished this 6 mile walk today, we'll have done 36 miles from the beginning, which is like an average of about 12 miles a day, which is, which I'll calculate as being a reasonable distance to walk, especially on hills like this. But it is absolutely stunning. In the van last night it got down to about 1 degree, and the weather forecast for today is bright sunshine until later on this afternoon. There was a doubt about whether it's actually going to rain tomorrow. We're not really sure about that, and the weather forecast is changing day to day, but it looks as if we're going to have a bit of a wet weekend. Saturday and Sunday it's forecast all day rain on both days, but we're making great progress, and walking with Steve is it's absolutely brilliant. We're both walking at more or less the same pace. I slow things down a bit with the number of photographs and video that I'm taking of this wonderful coastline, and it is absolutely stunning, there's no doubt about it. And the Southwest Coastal Path is everything I expected it to be and more. Steve's walked these stretches quite often, and he's brought his binoculars with him today, and he's just spotted a peregrine falcon above us, just further along the cliffs here. And there's not many people about, which is what I expected. We didn't see anybody at all. Well, we saw a couple yesterday, I think, but there's only people like us out on these cliff tops at the end of October. But it's absolutely glorious. I've just had to sort of strip down a bit, take my hat off, because it's warm. The sun, there's quite a lot of energy in that sun. And I said to Steve after our walk on Sunday, I said, "You've caught the sun," and he didn't believe me, but he believes me now. And it's quite strong actually, just sat here. I could sit here all day in this. But we're doing fine, and everything is going to plan. And this is absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It was a great idea to do this, to come onto the coastal path and take advantage of this weather here in Cornwall. And no regrets at all about skipping the bit from like Somerset and Devon. I'll be back on those again as soon as I've finished at Land's End, and then I'll see just how far I can get, by which time it'll be December, so I'm not being stupid about it. So here we go. So what have you spotted, Steve?
Peregrine. And it's been there. It was on when it was on the other side. It was there. Sort of. It's just preening its feathers and just having a look around, really. So.
Right.
But this is definitely where a breeding pair is.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll just stay around here now, I think.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So we left Crackington this morning. We're about halfway now between there and Boscastle, and we bumped into these lovely people here. And your name is?
I'm Cara.
I'm Andy.
Andy.
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Eamon.
And Eamon. So Eamon, I notice you're carrying it looks like a barbecue or
That's right, yes.
You've got your teapot and everything.
Yes, we have.
What's your plan for the day?
We're heading down to the Strangles Beach where we'll have a bonfire and a barbecue, and we've got our stove, kettle, everything
Bottle
for
of champagne.
Bottle of champagne, bottle of air, yes.
Whose idea was that?
Bernadette's.
Are you celebrating an occasion? Or
Oh, just being together, and it's kind of what we do traditionally, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, Eamon proposed to me here
On this beach.
on this beach
Oh,
10 years ago.
how
He
romantic.
wrote, "Will you marry me, burn in the sand?" And
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
so and we've just told the children this is where we want our ashes scattered when the time comes. So
Wow.
it's a very
Not before.
not before, not before.
So it really is a special place.
It is.
It is.
We love it here.
So how long ago was it when he proposed, if you don't mind me asking?
10 years ago.
10
Yeah,
years,
so we
wow.
got married 6 years ago.
We did,
Yeah.
Yeah, in
In St.
Cornwall,
well,
in St. Ives.
Carbis
Yeah,
Bay.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
just
a
near St.
wonderful
Ives.
story. I like that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And so you two get invited along as well.
Yeah, we're
then,
just
so-
here for the free champagne. Yeah, no, it's lovely down here. We've you haven't been down before, have you?
It's my first time to the beach, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, we've been a couple of times.
And where are you all from then?
Well, we've just moved to Devon.
Yes.
We've moved to Holsworthy. We moved earlier this month
Yes.
from South London, and my daughter and Andy still live in
We're
Eltham.
in Eltham, yeah.
Greenock,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's a very unusual meeting, and I'm delighted that you've come back to celebrate. That's really nice, actually. I mean, I think about my wife now. We had Robin Hood's Bay as being that was up in North Yorkshire,
Right.
and it was a very similar kind of thing, you know. So anyway, lovely to meet you all.
And you, Jim.
And,
Good luck.
you know, if
Yeah.
you look me up and send me a message and keep in touch, it'd
We
be very
will.
nice. And I hope our paths cross again someday. So,
Definitely.
have a lovely time. Thank
Yeah,
you. very
thank you.
much.
Good
Okay.
luck.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Jim.
Bye-bye.
just bumped into Frank here and Kath, and behind them is the High Cliff, which is the highest cliff in Britain, apparently. I don't know exactly how many feet high it is, but it's the tallest in Britain. So you're not walkers strictly, Frank. You're bird watchers.
Bird watchers mainly. Yeah.
Yes. And what sort of stuff do you come along to see then?
Any rarities really. Like I say, you know, say birds of prey.
Yes.
And that's about it really. You know.
Right. Okay.
Hoping to see something out of the ordinary.
Right. Because Steve, who's with me, he's an avid bird watcher, and we've been picking out peregrines and stuff
That's
like
right.
that. You know. And so, how long have you been coming up to this neck of the woods then, chap?
Oh, Struth.
Oh,
I remember when we first
so
brought
the
the
kids were
kids
small.
up here, wasn't it?
Back in 80s,
In the 80s,
early
wasn't
80s.
it?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
a good long 30
Yes,
years almost.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
You got grandchildren
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
enough now to do this.
Yeah,
so.
they're doing it as well now, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we'll
different
pass it
parts
down
of the-
through.
Yeah.
Different parts of the world.
Yeah,
I mean, this really is spectacular. I mean, just look at that view. you
yes,
know.
that's right.
And this weather. I mean, who would have believed that
That's
the end of
right.
October
It's
would have been
unreal,
out here with the sun shining like
Exactly.
Yeah, well, our daughter and her family been up to Scotland
yeah.
and went to a
Went
ferry
across-
from Dumfries to Ireland,
this? Yeah.
and it was a little bit choppy,
Yeah.
Right.
just to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Right.
The best
And,
of
they've come home now, so
Yeah.
half term's finished.
Yeah.
Though saying that, we come down here thinking that all the kids had gone back to school, and yesterday in the Camel Trail there was loads of them, so I suppose
Yeah.
different districts.
Yes,
Yeah.
they all have
Sure.
different.
different
They-
weeks,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they?
So where are you from, Kathy?
We're from Dorset.
From Dorset.
We're from Dorset,
Oh,
yeah.
right,
yeah. Frank was
okay.
from Somerset, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm a Somerset
Yeah.
man,
Right. Right.
and met Kath when I was 20,
Right.
and stayed in Dorset ever since.
Well, that's a good reason to stay though. isn't it? Yeah,
Exactly.
So we've got our kids are all Dorsets.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you both,
And you.
and I,
And
I
you.
hope you see what you're looking for today. And I'm sorry you're looking straight
I'm
into
looking
the
straight at the
sun.
sun, aren't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Thank you very much indeed. Very,
All right.
very nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
Well, I
both.
hope you
Thank
enjoy your rest of your journey.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What are you going to show me here, Steve?
Well, this is something that me and Karen found a few weeks back, and it's a box
Yeah.
that you basically take something and leave something.
Really?
So people have left all sorts of messages in here. So,
Oh wow. Wow.
so
That's incredible.
They were here 29th of the 10th 2012.
Right.
So that's been in there since. So
Yeah.
put some of your cards in there.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. You put it back on. Cover it back up.
That's lovely.
Make sure I've got it properly.
fact, that's a really good idea. I wonder who thought of that one.
I don't know.
They ought to have it at every one of these, shouldn't they, really?
Yeah,
Can you
it's a
imagine it?
Good one, actually. So
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. That's
problem.
great. Thank you.
No problem.
very nice.
So what do you think of today, Steve?
A little bit better than yesterday. Feel a lot fresher.
Yeah, it's been a much nicer day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, been a bit easier, but a few ups and downs again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just a bit concerned about that sign at Crackington that said that this was 6 miles and it's 11.
Yeah, bit of a lie, that one.
It was a bit misleading, that,
yes,
wasn't it?
in a plane maybe, but
yeah. No, but it's been great.
Yeah,
we've done well, and so in the last 3 days we've walked 41 miles.
Yeah, that's good.
So that is good.
I'm impressed with myself on that one. So yeah.
Well, so you should be, and it's great. And you know, we've both more or less gone through the same pain barriers at different times.
Yes.
But you know, it's been a lovely day.
Yeah, been really good. Yeah, the weather's been kind to us as well. So.
Thanks, it's been brilliant.
Yeah.
And thanks also to Karen for coming in.
Just here for the pro.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have made you a cracking shepherd's pie.
A shepherd's pie. Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. It's been a lovely day. Thanks, Steve.
No problem at all.
This is a lovely pub as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, very good. It's our local, so this is.
Your local?
Yeah, it is local. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. This is Paul, and we've just met in the pub, and only for about 10-15 minutes. Lovely guy, and we'll just be having a quick chat with him. And this is your wife. This is.
Hello, it's Fiona.
Sorry, Fiona.
Fiona, yes.
Okay. Well, I hope to keep in touch with you. I've given you a card, and you're welcome to join me on Facebook or YouTube. And it's been a real pleasure. I just wish we had more time.
Yeah.
You know, we've walked quite a long way. I've had 2 beers. It's gone straight to my head, and I need to have a rest.
Yes.
But it's been lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye now. Bye.
Bye.